Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz, and this is Ron's Bank Shot Breakdown. We're going to go over 5 college basketball games for Sunday, December 22nd, 2024. Now, if you like what you see, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to put your college basketball picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily Bank Shot best bet in college hoops, you can find those at the Premium Picks tab at pickdawgz.com. There's also a link in the description. Alrighty, here we go. Here are the games for Sunday in college hoops. First up, we have Kent State and Alabama. This one is going to be 1 p.m. Eastern on the SEC Network. Kent State's off to a nice start to the year. They're 8-2 overall this season. Their 2 losses, not bad losses, to UC Irvine and Auburn. One at a neutral site and the other one at Auburn. But for me, the struggles we saw Kent State have in that game against Auburn, I think could show up in this one as well against Bama. We know Bama, a very fast-paced team, and Kent State looks to slow the game down. So kind of a clash of styles in this game, and I think it's going to be an issue for the road dog. Alabama, one of the most potent offenses in college basketball. They're able to put up a ton of points in a hurry. They can go on big runs as well, 10-0 runs. And I think that takes over a game like this. Kent State, a good defensive team. They're fundamentally strong, good rebounding team. They take care of the basketball. They force tough shots. They take pretty good shots on offense, but they're ranked 339th right now in effective field goal percentage, 326th in three-point shooting. For me, I don't think they hit enough shots to keep up in this game. Alabama played that last one against North Dakota. It was a close one, 97-90. I think because of that close game, only a 7-point win, not even coming close to covering the spread, we're getting the Tide now in this one at a pretty good price. And I think they earn a blowout win and cover in this game. I just don't think it benefits Kent State, this particular matchup. Give me Alabama in this one. I'm going to lay the points. Next up, we have Bryant and Towson. This one's also 1 p.m. Eastern. I kind of view this game similar to the Vermont and Miami, Ohio game that we talked about earlier in the week. It was a spot where Vermont, a program that's been so strong in recent years, winning the America East very often and having the regular season title as well. At the time, in that game against Miami, Ohio, they were struggling, losing a lot of games, even games that they were favored in. And because of that losing streak and because of the record, Vermont was only a mild favorite at home, and that's a team that plays so well at home. For me, I viewed it as a value spot with an experienced team, a talented team, and a very well-coached team that I'm not ready to give up on. And, of course, Vermont won that game and covered for us. For me, I kind of viewed the same thing with Towson in this game. Towson's struggling right now. 6-game losing streak. They're 4-8 straight up, but this is a program that's been really strong in the CAA in recent years. Last year, made a nice run in the conference tournament. They had a winning record in conference play yet again, and they've had 20-plus wins in the last season, of course, the previous years under Pat Scarry. And I'm not ready to give up on this team. This is an experienced team. It's played a pretty tough schedule. Their shots have just not been falling so far. They're ranked 355th in effective field goal percentage, but they're taking pretty good looks. They're taking care of the basketball. Solid rebounding team. I think they are the better team in this game, compared to Bryant. And because of that bad Towson record and that losing streak, we can get the better team at a really good price at home. So I'm going to roll with Towson in this one on the money line. Next up, we have UC Santa Barbara taking on the Missouri State Bears. This one's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern on ESPN+. Missouri State is not in great form, but neither is UC Santa Barbara. The Bears have lost 2 of their last 3, while the Gauchos of Santa Barbara, they've lost 3 of their last 4. For me, I think Missouri State is the much better team in this game, despite the KenPom ratings. Santa Barbara, effective field goal percentage-wise, 36th on offense, 48th on defense. So great numbers there, but shot quality-wise, not a great team. They played a very weak schedule, 349th in strength of schedule compared to 146 for Missouri State. So the Bears are much more battle-tested. They played neutral site games against Boston College, High Point, South Dakota State, solid teams there, and then true road games at Butler and Washington State. So Missouri State definitely more battle-tested in my opinion. I think fundamentally the stronger team, good rebounding team, forced a lot of turnovers that benefits them in a game like this because Santa Barbara's had some issues taking care of the basketball. I think Missouri State matches up well, and this is a really good price with the Bears, so give me Missouri State at home. Next up, we have Montana State taking on TCU. This one's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern on ESPN+. And Montana State also not in great form right now. They've lost their last 2 games, a 26-point loss to USC, and then a 3-point loss on the road against UC Riverside. That's a game that you would, even though it was a true road game, you would expect the Bobcats to win. And now I don't love their chances in this 3rd straight true road game at TCU. I think TCU is an underrated team. Yes, their offense has really struggled. They're one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the country, but their defense is elite, and I think their offense is also better than what we've seen. They're creating pretty good looks offensively. I think they get going. I mean, last game they only put up 58 points against South Alabama, but against the Montana State defense, I don't really trust. I think the Horned Frogs have one of their bigger days offensively of the season. I think it's enough for a win and a home cover. Give me TCU. I'm going to lay the points at home. Next up, we have Utah State and St. Mary's. This one's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN+. Now, I don't always love backing teams in their first true road game of the season. We've had plenty of opportunities this year to fade teams in these situations, and the Aggies are in their first road game of the season, but I still think they're the better team by a good margin in this game, and I think at this price, I like the Aggies in this one. I think St. Mary's definitely a strong program. They've been very successful in recent years, but for me, that defense just not as strong, not as stout as we've seen in those recent years. And shot quality-wise, they are giving up some easy looks. I think Utah State's offense is going to be fine in this game, and both teams are excellent on the offensive glass, so they kind of cancel each other out there. But I think Utah State, shot quality-wise, is the better team. They're coming off their first loss of the season, but that's against a UC San Diego team I think is really dangerous. They're my pick to win the Big West this year. If they can get to the tournament, I think they're going to win a couple of games and make a Cinderella run. But for me, I think Utah State, I mean, they have the wins over Iowa, St. Bonaventure, and North Texas, a kind of clash of styles. Iowa and North Texas, completely different types of teams. So Utah State's been able to play against different teams and win those games. They're an experienced enough team that I'm not too worried about the true road game. St. Mary's is a great home court advantage, but I think Utah State's going to be fine in this one. For me, it should be a great game to watch, but I think Utah State gets the job done on the road. And that's it. Those are the games for Sunday in college basketball. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and put those college basketball picks in the comment section below. Again, if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. As always, this is Romanelli. Good luck.